Hi guys, I wanted to do an garage sale update. Some of the finds I found this month so far. I haven't had a chance to really get out much, so I did find a few things. Some of them were from garage sales, some of them were for flea markets, some of them was bought at a discount store. I know I keep saying garage sale, but they all come from all kinds of different places, even some online auctions. So the first couple tools I want to go over are a couple of tools I found that they'll make pretty good carving hatchets. And the first one is I found another old carpenter's hatchet. This one's a little different. It's got a claw plus a hammer end on the end. This thing does not look like it's been used hardly at all. It's still relatively sharp, just a touch-up is all it needs on it, but it does need a new handle, or at least this handle needs to be taken off and put back on because it's a little loose. But this is another great alternative. I think I paid about 12 or 15 bucks for this, if I remember right. And you know, this could go into your into any of your long-term homesteading type kits as a small hewing axe. You know, I mean, it's perfect for that. So that's the first thing I found, and on a budget, pretty good deal. It's made by Grove Toolworks, New York City. So you know, it's a pretty nice hatchet. I'm gonna fix it up, kind of just keep it as a user. Everybody knows I kind of collect them, so it is what it is. The next one I found online also, and I've actually already started working on it. I haven't done any of it on camera, and the reason for that is because I do enough axe stuff on camera that I don't really need to do every axe rebuild that I do on camera. So the next one I got is a big old hewing axe, and what's great about this hewing axe is that it's got a straight, it's all straight here. There's no bevel off to it. So, and I also have another one of these. It's made by Collins. It's a legitimate one, and I showed that to you on a different garage sale. And that one I may fix up on camera and go ahead and do a video on it. It needs a new handle. But this has a, oh gosh, I'm guessing this is about an 18-inch handle. I bought the handle, I didn't even measure it. I just kind of felt it and wanted, and it felt right to me. So that's the handle that went on this. And I rehandled this and bought the head, and right now I've been kind of working on the edge, but and it's close, but it's not quite there yet. But altogether, I think I got about 28 bucks in this. And this is going to make a great carving axe. It just needs a little tender loving care. There's no name on this one. This one is it was advertised as hand forged. I don't know whether it is or not, but there is no name on it. It's a little different metal than the legitimate one, because I've noticed on my Collins legitimate one, there's no ring to it. And this one, all you gotta do is just touch it with something, and you get a nice ring out of it. Whether this is better steel or worse steel, I don't know, but it's pretty hard stuff, because I noticed it takes a little while to get it sharp. So I guess it is what it is. As long as it makes a good carver for me, I'm fine with it. So that's the next thing that I got. You know, handle, new head, or old head fixed up. I ground up all the burrs and stuff on it, and a nice sharpening, and about 25 bucks. A really, really good carving axe. So then I bought one that I haven't even touched yet. I just unpacked it, and when I saw it, this was an online auction. When I saw it, I thought, oh, okay, another little hewing axe. And I thought, okay, it's straight too. But when I was looking at the pictures, I didn't realize that this axe is very, very wedge shaped. I mean, almost, it's too wedged to be a hewing type axe. If it is, it was probably one that wasn't made very well. But what I'm thinking that this is more than a hewing axe, it's a splitting axe. probably an old time splitting axe. This one has no name on it either, so I have no idea who made it, or if it was blacksmith made or whatever. But I'm thinking put a 12 or 14 inch handle on this thing, because it's got some weight behind it, and you got yourself a pretty good little splitter for smaller stuff. So that's probably what I'll use this for, because it didn't end up being what I thought it was. So anyways, so that's the third axe I found, and this I think I paid like 15 bucks for or something. So they're all on a budget, and they all do all the stuff that you need them to do. The next thing I got was 2 axes at a flea market. I paid 10 bucks a piece for them. One is a boy's axe. It's made by Dunlop. It's actually, it needs a sharpening, but and a new handle. But boy, it's a really nice one. It's nice one. It's got the old style head. It's an American axe, obviously. It's thinner here, and then thicker towards the middle, and it scallops out. But you know, great little boy's axe, and I'm glad to have that one in my collection. I'll probably fix it all up and make it look like brand new. And then the other $10 axe I got is another bigger felling axe, and this is a Kelly Works flint edge true temper axe, and you know, there you go. It needs a new handle. It's got like 9 wedges, steel wedges in the end of it, so somebody definitely did not take very good care of it. They got this all broke out under here. Needs a sharpening, but it's another good axe. It hasn't been beat too bad. It's got just a couple little spots on the back where it was tapped a few times, but I can straighten all that out. And there you go. That's another big felling axe that you know, that could go into the homestead kit. This one could probably go into the survival kit if you wanted to carry this big one around. A little too big for me. I'd rather have the boy's axe in my survival kit. So those are the axes I found. I picked up a couple of knives too. This one we already did a bunch of videos on, because I rebuilt this one. It's the Woodcraft high carbon knife, and it's all done, came out nice, razor sharp, just another good old butcher knife. Another butcher knife I got is another old hickory, but this one's a little different, and it's the first one I've seen. Maybe you could buy them brand new at auction, I don't know, but instead of having the 7-inch blade, this one only has a 6-inch blade and a full-size handle, and I'm really liking this one. It's same old hickory knife as usual. It's just a little bit shorter, and he gives you just a little bit more control. And anyways, nice knife. I already got it all sharpened up, and got to make a sheath for it. Other than that, we're done. Another thing we bought is a another old butcher knife, but this is an old worn out one, and it's an old hickory, because I can tell by the handle. The old hickory's gone off the blade itself, but we are going to make a project out of this. I'm not going to get into the detail on it. It's going to be kind of a surprise, but we're going to do something totally weird with this one, and you guys will like that. So that'll be a project to come, probably this winter sometime when I'm off work, because it's going to actually take a little bit of work. So we will talk about that later. And the last thing I got, which is totally offline from the stuff that I usually buy, and it is a big old giant canvas tarp. And the reason I bought this was I was at a retail store, actually a bargain store, and they had 4 or 5 of these on the shelf. Well, I only had enough money for one, and I asked the guy what. And it pays to know some of these people that run these stores, because sometimes they can give you a deal that they won't give other people. So I asked the guy, you know, what's the lowest you could do on this, and he punched it up into the computer, and it was listed at 35 bucks, and he dropped it all the way down to 22. So I got a 8x10 canvas tarp for 22 bucks. I mean, and this is a good heavy one. So we're going to talk about this later, but I just wanted to show it to you and give you a little shot at it. This will probably be this is definitely a shelter thing, but we're going to talk about that later. That's about it for the garage sale stuff this time. I did buy a new tripod, a used tripod I should say, at the flea market for the camera, but that's not really a big deal. Yeah, I believe that's it for now. The only thing I can think of is that I wanted to say we had some new projects coming. Probably going to fix up that big hewing axe. I don't think I've done a hewing axe yet. Not a big one anyways. And possibly we're going to do some more flint knapping too. So let me stop there and say thank you, and I'll ask you if you can you like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and thank you.